Hello everybody and happy Women's Day. Oh boy. Today we're going to be watching a video called 36 Questions Women Have for Men. Now being a man myself, I think I'm rather qualified to answer some of these questions for them. Now, pretty much all these questions are pretty stupid. They all talk about the dumb stereotypes about men and women, Why aren't they funny? Or why do they think they're funny and all that jazz? You know what I'm getting at. So I'm going to go ahead and answer a couple of these questions in the video and just give my opinion. So let's get started.
How does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
Oh boy, it's gonna be one of those videos, huh? And to answer your question about Donald Trump, I'm grateful to be the same gender as the supreme overlord of our world. We all know Lord Trump only likes white males, so, we get some brownie points us guys over here.
Why do you make women sit around and talk about men in movies
when y'all easily just sit around and talk about boobs for hours?
Well, I'm not entirely sure why you think that we quote-unquote make you talk about men in the movies. Are you like constantly put into a scenario where a guy's like, hey, what are you doing talking about your opinion? Go talk about that hottie on the screen. I really don't give two shits if women want to talk about that hot actor on the screen. It doesn't really bother me. I don't really think when this topic comes up, women are being forced to do this. I've never seen that ever in my life. Having gone to the movies with females, I've never been like, hey, the movie's done. Go over there and talk about Chris Hemsworth or some shit like that. I don't know.
Why do you automatically assume that you won't like TV or movies that star a female lead?
Nobody really gives two shits if the lead role is played by a male or a female. I've watched movies and shows that have lots of female roles. I've watched The Legend of Korra. The Alien movies have a female lead. The show Ruby by Rooster Teeth has female leads, and they're all shows that I like. The problem people have with, female leads is that writers decide to make her only characteristic the fact that she's a female. That's it. Some writers like to make the whole characteristics like, oh, I am woman, I am strong, I am independent, I don't need no man to come in and do my business or whatever. That's what I have a real problem with female leads. It's not that, I don't hate female leads. I hate female leads that are only leads because, oh look, it's female. Come watch our show.
Why are you surprised when women are funny?
I'm probably funnier than you.
Well, ladies, I don't think women are unfunny. I've actually met a lot of funny women in my life, and I think this is a stupid fucking point to make and a question to ask. They're asking a lot of gender stereotype questions. Why can't guys like rom-coms and why don't guys like women in powerful roles or something like that? Your gender has nothing to do with you being funny or not. It's your sense of humor. That's what has to deal with you being funny. Now listen, I don't give two shits if you're a man or a woman. If you're unfunny, you're unfunny. That's that. There are just as many unfunny men as there are unfunny women in the world. So it's not only you girls that aren't funny. Don't worry.
Why do you say that women are too emotional to be leaders?
Then justify catcalling by saying men just can't control themselves.
Well, ladies, there's nothing wrong with women in leadership roles. Most people don't give two shits if you're a man or a woman. They only care if you're qualified to lead them. And that whole thing about catcalling, I mean, most people that catcall still are probably assholes, and those people who are condoning their catcalling are probably the same assholes.
Why do you have to sit with your legs so wide open?
I get that you have balls, but I don't stand around with my arms wide open to make room for my boobs.
Now this question is a simple lack of understanding, so allow me to inform you on the reason. The reason we have our legs open is because for men, sitting with our legs closed is rather uncomfortable. When we close our legs, we are literally squeezing our balls in our legs, and that is not something that we want to feel. It is rather uncomfortable. Now I will say for those who have like their legs fully spread out like they're doing a fucking split, that is a little bit over the top and uncomfortable. A small opening in your legs is just enough to relieve the pressure. And for that comment about how a woman, doesn't open their arms to make room for their boobs, that's kind of a stupid argument to make. Number one, the reason that men spread their legs is to, negate the discomfort that they would closing their legs and squeezing their balls together. And number two, I don't really understand why you need to make room for your boobs. They're not in the way of anything. They're in the front of you. There's nothing really to make room for. They're not like pressing on your arms. Having your arms in the idle position doesn't really look like it would cause any form of discomfort. Because again, your arms aren't really like in the way of anything.
Why the f isn't it ladylike to cuss? When did words get gendered?
Well, fucking idiot. Words don't have genders. Especially curse words. The reason people say that cursing isn't ladylike is because when you call somebody ladylike, you're calling them, you mean that they're polite and they're not like outspoken or anything like that. Now I ask you, do you think cursing is something that would be considered quote unquote ladylike?
How does it feel to get kicked in the balls?
Wow, finally a tame question that doesn't actually attack men. And I'd like to answer that for you. It's fucking painful. Imagine getting hurt for like a few seconds and it goes away for like a split second and then comes back even worse and lingers for a very long time.
Why are you so afraid of gender equality?
Well, the simple answer is, I'm not. I think everybody should be treated equally, no matter who they are. Never in my life has the thought ever crossed my mind of oh boy, I'm so terrified that this woman is going to be equal to me.
Why aren't you speaking up when you hear your male friends behind closed doors make jokes that are offensive to women?
Well, you said it yourself. It's just a joke. It's not meant to be taken seriously. I like offensive humor. I like dark humor. I think it's pretty funny. And I get that that's not everybody's taste in humor. But people have to understand that these are just nothing more than jokes. And in my case, it's not like I only make jokes about women. I make jokes about everybody. I don't give a shit who you are. Yeah, I can make a joke about anything. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the Women's Day special. And to all the females in my audience that watched this, I hope you guys got some more insight from me answering these questions. Well, we're gonna end it here. Stop bitching about stupid stereotypes that only like a small percent of people actually believe in. Alright, subscribe and all that jazz, and follow me on Twitch and all that other jazz. See you later.